Hotshot trucking, how to be competitive. Let's talk about it. So the number one way to stay competitive out here on the road in the transportation industry is to have and maintain a CDL. I can't stress this enough. I've been advocating to have a CDL in the transportation industry in my past videos, especially in the hotshot industry. I feel like it opens up a lot of opportunities rather than closing off a lot of opportunities. And that's a great business model to have. More opportunities is way better than having less. It's a good thing to consider. To have your CDL coming out here in the transportation industry. You can make it out here in the transportation industry as a hotshot without a CDL. It's just going to be far more difficult. The number two way to stay competitive out here on the road as a hotshot or in the transportation industry in general is to stay healthy out here over the road. Now, that's easier said than done. If you don't have that mindset and it's not at the top of your mind at all times to maintain your health out here over the road, it's going to be quite difficult. But if you do have that type of mindset out here on the road already, then I guess you can excuse this one. You already know what to do. But if you do not, it's wise to maintain your health out here over the road because you can maintain your energy. At the end of the day, you're not as groggy. You're not as tired. You have still energy to exert, to put forth towards your business because at the end of the day, I mean, you got to do a lot of stuff as well. I mean, you got finances to calculate at the end of the day because I do mine daily. I don't wait to the end of the week. I don't procrastinate. I don't do any of that, but it can be done. It's not like it's an impossibility. So if you maintain that mindset at the top of your mind at all times when you go into these stores, especially these truck stops, they have healthy stuff to eat in the truck stops. You just got to skim through. You got to pick probably the stuff you don't want to eat at all the time because a lot of people like variety. But for me personally, variety is not an issue. I'll eat the same thing every day to maintain my health out here over the road. I really don't care about variety as long as it fills me up, makes a turd at the end of the day. I mean, you can even take the time out of the day to go to one of these cheaper options, such as Walmart, such as Target, such as dollar stores, such as all these other cheaper alternatives just to save you money on your expenditures. But you can also save money at the truck stop too by eating less, because a lot of people in America like to overindulge. Maintaining your health out here on the road is a huge one to stay competitive out here because you can allocate time to your business that you wouldn't otherwise if you felt groggy and tired at the end of the day because you're not maintaining your health out here over the road. Third way to be competitive out here over the road is to focus your time on your profit versus your expenditures. Know your numbers. Have and create a well-developed and balanced budget for yourself and know how much your equipment is costing you while it's rolling down the road. You need to know what's going out and you need to know what's coming in. And for the people that are coming into this industry, coming into the hotshot industry, before you hop in, you need at least $15,000. I suggest having $15,000. That's my opinion. But I mean, you can hop into this industry with less, but it's just going to be more difficult if something happens to you out here over the road, something severe that puts you down for quite some time and you don't have anything to fall back on. So $15,000 is a great number that I would recommend having before getting out in this industry. But if you're already out in this industry, I just recommend having and maintaining a good budget, knowing your profit versus your expenditures, because that's a very important thing. A lot of people don't put a lot of focus into this. And guess what? At the end of the day, that's ultimately what matters. And people that don't usually end up failing. You'll see them on Facebook selling their equipment. And so many people are posting their equipment on a daily basis because they, I guess, fed into someone giving them false information, or they didn't come in this industry with a good business plan in mind, a good budget established before they hopped in. So I recommend establishing that. Know your expenditures. And this is a huge one. Reduce the amount of your expenditures at home and out on the road. The number 4th way to stay competitive out here over the road is to create consistency. Now, this is a heavy topic here because you can create consistency with dispatchers and you can create consistency with yourself. But in my opinion, you're going to do more well and have more consistency if you have a dispatcher that knows what they're doing and they are dedicated and they devote time to you that's necessary in your mind. A dispatcher is viable. It really is in this industry. It keeps you moving, keeps your wheels turning, but a good one. But there are a lot of there's good ones out there and there's bad ones out there. So you have to fish and find the right one. And that can be a difficult task or it can be an easy task, depending on your situation and your circumstances. Number 5, be patient. Just be patient out here over the road. Be patient with DOT officers. Be patient with traffic. Be patient with unloading and loading times. Just be patient. You're going to get to where you need to be at the end of the day. Don't get mad. Don't get stressed out over nothing, virtually nothing that you can control, basically. You're not going to be able to control anybody. The only thing you can control is yourself and how well you perform. But when you get somewhere and they're slow, be patient. Don't get stressed out. Don't lose your temper. Don't go out of control. The same way with getting unloaded, because at the end of the day, you always have detention time if it's over the 2-hour period. So just be patient and it will do you a good service and it will also create better competitiveness. Because what it does is it shows people that you're a patient person and then you're able to take a large workload as well as handle stress effectively. And number 6, and the final one, in my opinion, is know the regulations with DOT, because it will do you a huge service not having to be down at the weigh station, disconnected from your trailer, having to go get this, having to go get that to be legal. Get caught up on all the regulations because you won't be down. You won't be getting tickets. You won't be getting violations that will hurt your company record and all that good stuff. You'll avoid all that. So, all right, guys, if that was helpful and that gave you a lot of useful information, give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.